Hi, welcome to Nonnashere. That's a picture of me, Nonna. I'm so glad you stopped by today for 5 DIYs for $5. I'm really happy to be able to join in today as this is one of my favorite collabs. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to have eye surgery on Monday, so I really got busy to do my 5 DIYs. Fortunately, I had a lot of craft supplies left over from previous years. Grumpy Grandpa, that's my husband, and I went to our off-site storage place and picked up 3 big bins of craft supplies from Christmas from other years and brought them home, which was a good thing because my Dollar Tree has practically no Christmas craft supplies up yet. It's still all fall and Halloween. But I got busy going through all my craft supplies and came up with 5 fun, very easy, and budget-friendly craft projects to show you. Okay, but I have to tell you that I did get busy because, before you have surgery, there's always 1,000 things to do. And so I've been really busy doing those things, so you're just getting a picture today. But before I take you over to my craft table and show you what I've been doing, I want to remind you that if you haven't subscribed to Nonnashere yet, I sure would appreciate it if you'd hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell and the notification bell and the word all so you're notified every time I upload a new video. And then if you'd comment and share my video, I'd appreciate that too. And at the end of the video, if you liked my projects, give me a thumbs up. But first, let me introduce to you our host and guest host for today's 5 DIYs for $5. Our theme for this month is Christmas Kickoff, and our host is the beautiful Emily from Farm Charm Chic, and our guest host is Divine Designs, and that's Christine. And of course, I'll have both of their channel links down below, and they will have the major playlist of all the creators who are joining in today. And you'll want to be sure to check out the playlist of everyone who is participating to get lots of ideas for Christmas craft projects for under $5. I want to thank Emily and Christine for allowing me to participate today in 5 DIYs for under $5, the Christmas Kickoff. All right, let's get started. Kickoff for Christmas DIY number 1. For this one, I had Christmas ornaments that I had gotten a couple years ago from Hobby Lobby. There were 12 pieces, and I got them for half price for $5. And so I'm going to use 3 of these, and I'm going to use picks that I had from other years. One Santa Claus pick and 2 snowman picks. So I strung the ornament pieces on a piece of twine, and then I cut the pieces of the faces on the picks off of the picks so that I just had the faces. And I took my glue gun and I glued the ornament pieces along the twine so that they wouldn't slip and slide, so that they'd stay stable. And then I took the faces from the picks and I hot glued them onto the ornament pieces. I put the snowmen on the either sides, and I put the Santa Claus in the middle. There, I'm just cutting them off the picks, and I hot glued them right onto the ornament pieces. Then I decided it would be a good idea to put jingle bells between the Santa Claus and the snowmen and on either side. Now, if I had been really smart, I would have strung the jingle bells on the twine when I first put the ornaments on. But I didn't think about it until after I already had the ornaments on. So I took the jingle bells and I tied them onto the twine, and then I took my hot glue gun and glued the strings of the jingle bells onto the twine so that they wouldn't slip and slide. Now, of course, you could have made this garland much longer than just 3 ornaments. But I take all my small crafts down to the church for shut-ins and people that are home recovering from surgery. So I just make small crafts because a lot of times they don't have a lot of room to put their little crafts. So there I am. I'm just hot gluing the jingle bells to the twine so they don't slip and slide. And there's the little garland. We'll take a better look at it at the final reveal. It's just 3 little pieces with the jingle bells in between, tied on. Then I cut off the ties and hot glued the jingle bells to the twine so that they wouldn't slip around. It would have been smarter to have strung them along the twine in the first place, but sometimes you don't think of those things until the end. Very easy to do, and that's a 3-piece garland. Trying not to burn my fingers. And showing you the back, and there's the front, sort of, kind of. Okay, DIY number 2. All right, for this one, I'm taking an empty salt box. There, see, I tore off the label already. And I'm going to use my little hacksaw, and I sawed off the top. All right, and now I'm going to take I'm showing you I sawed off the top. Now I'm going to take my crimson red chalk paint, and I'm going to give it a good coat of red chalk paint all over. And then I'm going to let that dry. And then I'm going to give it another coat of chalk paint, but just one stripe at a time. And as I do each stripe, I'm going to lay out some faux snow, the sprinkle kind. And as I wet the paint on the salt box, I'm going to roll the stripe of wet paint in the fake snow. Now, the reason why I'm doing one stripe at a time is to try and keep the fake snow off my paintbrush. But I still had to keep cleaning off my paintbrush to keep from getting the fake snow in my paint. Okay, I know you see some marks there in my arm. I was trying to put our kitten to bed, and she didn't want to go to bed, and she and I got into a struggle. Okay, so there I'm painting a stripe, and you can see the fake snow there on the left-hand side of my table. And so I'm painting a stripe, and then I'm rolling that wet paint in some fake snow. And then I go back when that dries and do another stripe. So see, I did one stripe there. See, you can see it. And I'm rolling it until I get the whole can covered in the fake snow. And then once I have that all covered, I let it all dry. It's a little messy. Okay, so now it's all dried. I've got it all covered pretty well. I have to go back and dab a few places with paint and sprinkle some more faux snow on it till I get it covered like I want it. Then I took this clear glaze and I took it outside and I sprayed it twice. And now I'm going to take this styrofoam and I'm going to fit it down into the empty box. And I got to pick what kind of poinsettias I want to put in there. I've got white, I've got bright red, and I have gold and dark red poinsettias. I have a lot of poinsettias left over from last year. Okay, so I got the styrofoam down into the box, and I decided to go with the white poinsettias with the green inside. And then I had garland left over, so I cut some garland and stuck that in, and a pine cone and some red berries that I had just to dress it up a little bit. And that is my salt box vase that I made with white poinsettias and some garland. And we'll take another look at it at the final reveal. Kickoff for Christmas, 5 DIYs for $5. DIY number 3. Are we having fun so far? Let's see what the next one is. All right, for this one, I'm using my crimson red chalk paint. I had a pack of Christmas trees from Dollar Tree, 3 different sizes that I'm going to use. And I had this ceramic crate. It had a Thanksgiving theme on it. Had it still in my stash. I have this gold wired ribbon from Hobby Lobby, but I didn't use it. I thought I was going to use it, but I didn't. And some styrofoam, but I ended up using a block of styrofoam instead of that little square. And I have this little joy tin sign that I'm going to use. And I really didn't show you the crate, but it had a Thanksgiving theme on it. But I'm going to cover all 4 sides with my red crimson chalk paint. I had to give it 2 good coats to cover the design on it. And I did paint a little bit on the inside to cover it up. And so when that dried, I then took my styrofoam and I hot glued, I had to cut down a block of styrofoam, and I hot glued that in, and then I hot glued the 3 little Christmas trees. One was big, one was medium, one was small, and I hot glued those into the crate onto the styrofoam. And then you can see there's twine back there. It's a thick twine that I also got at Hobby Lobby. And instead of using that gold ribbon, I decided I was going to use that twine and put it around the top of the crate. So I just hot glued it around. Then it looked a little plain, so I put a red and green bow at the corners, and I put some berries around the other corners, and I put the joy sign on the front. Now, of course, I have to cover the green styrofoam, so back to my faux snow that are crystals. So I'm going to take my Jot school glue, white glue. I'm going to pour that in on top of the styrofoam and around the trees, and I'm just going to sprinkle a whole bunch of faux snow in there, shake it around, dump it up, and then spray more glue in there, and there it covers all the styrofoam, and that's my Joy Christmas tree crate. Garland, we'll take a better look at that in a minute.
DIY number 4.
DIY number 4.
All right,
okay,
so I have this little house. I got a whole bunch of these at Walmart,
that I got at Walmart
one year
for 98
They were
cents
98 cents.
I
may have paid half price for
this
them.
one I'm going to do
So I'm going to
differently.
use this one.
All right, so
And
I'm gonna,
it has, let me see, what did I
cut
do
off
with
the
this
tag.
one?
I'm going to
this
use
is
another one.
I got this Noel sign at Dollar Tree.
Don't know when, maybe a year or so ago. And I got these burlap flags. They were on a garland. Now this I did get this year because I used some for the fall decor. See, they're on twine to make a garland, but I took them off the twine and used them for individual projects. So I'm going to use one of these flags, and I'm going to let's see, what do I do with this one? I'm going to cut off the tag, and then I'm going to cover the house with the flag. See, I did these a couple days ago, and I've slept since then. Okay. I'm thinking. I'm cutting off the tags from the garland. Okay. Oh, from the Noel sign. So I'm gonna hot glue the flag on top of the house. And then I'm gonna hot glue the Noel sign in the middle of the house. That's what I'm doing. Okay. But I'm gonna leave the hanging sign on the house. And that's what I'm doing. This is going to be a Christmas ornament. Real simple. I mean, it can't get easier than this. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to glue the flag on and glue the Noel sign. Then I got in my stash and put together a little design for the top using some berries, a pine cone, and some little pieces of garland, and that's how it turned out. We'll take a better look at it at the final reveal. All right, kickoff for Christmas DIY number 5. And here I'm using another one of those little houses, and this time I'm going to leave it just like it is, but I am using some of the Snow White chalk paint and some more of the faux snow glitter. So what I'm doing is I am painting it with the Snow White paint, and then when the paint is wet, I'm adding the glitter to the roof and the ground. But I'm leaving the house just like it is. Now I'm going to use some of these little cut-out Christmas trees that I got from Hobby Lobby a number of years ago. Don't remember what I paid for them, but they're just paper cutouts. So I'm going to use 3 of them to make it sturdy because they're just paper. And of course you could do this with cutting out construction paper. And then I found some of these little red and gold Christmas bulbs and a gold styrofoam star that I'm going to use. And I'm showing you the faux snow for the first time. I guess this was the first project that I actually did for this. And I'm going to use the white glue, Jot glue. And I'm showing you the Snow White chalk glue for the first time that I've used throughout this whole project. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these 3 trees together just to make it more sturdy since they are just paper. And then I'm going to glue it onto the little house, leaving the little house just like it is. But first I'm going to make snow on the Christmas tree, just like I did on the house, except there is no snow on the Christmas tree to go over. I'm just doing my own with the paint and then sprinkling the wet paint with the faux snow crystals so that it looks like there's snow on the tree. Then I'm going to put the tree on the front of the house, and I'm going to decorate the tree with the little red and gold bulbs to make it look fancy. All right, so now I'm just doing the snow on the Christmas tree, and then I'm going to glue it onto the front of the little red house. All right, so now I've got all the snow on the house, and I've got all the snow on the tree. I got a little bit of snow on the side of the house, but I'm just going to wipe that off. Okay. I'm still putting more snow on, I guess, where some of the faux snow fell off. All right, I speed this up in just a minute. All right, so now I've decorated the tree, and I've put the tree on the house, and now I have, and the foam star at the top of the tree, and now I have a little Christmas ornament. And that's the end of DIY number 5. So let's take a look at the final reveal. Right, so let's take a better look at each of my 5 projects and tell me which one of these were your favorite. Don't forget, if you liked my video, please give me a thumbs up. It really does help my channel, and I appreciate you coming to Nonnashere. I hope to see you again. So this is DIY number 1. This is the garland that I made with the 2 snowmen and the Santa Claus. This is the salt box vase that I made with the crimson red paint and the faux snow. This is the crate that I made using the ceramic crate, the 3 Christmas trees, and the joy sign. This is the Christmas ornament that I made with the burlap flag and the Noel sign. And this is the little house that I made with the Christmas tree, the faux snow, and some red and gold balls. And finally, I'd like to thank very much Ellie from Farm Charm Chic and Christine from Divine Design. Don't forget to check out their channels and the main playlist of everyone who's participating today. They sure would appreciate a thumbs up, like, and feel free to subscribe to any of their channels. They'd appreciate that too. Thanks so much for joining all of us, and I hope to see you again at Nonnashere very soon. Bye!